Former President Trump's castle, the Mar-a-Lago. Have you ever tried imagining yourself being the President of the United States? It's such a dream to walk daily on polished red carpets while costly chandeliers shimmer before your eyes, with classic paintings surrounding you with elegance. That sure is fancy. But what could be more sophisticated than a wintertime presidential retreat mansion partly made from palace pieces? It's a luxury beyond what you can imagine. With its great history, its facilities are open to the noble, but even wealth has its limitations. Some of the rich people you know might not even have a chance to step foot on this estate. Unless you're the richest of the rich. Welcome back to Independent Luxury, where we give you a peek of the luxurious life you wish to live. In today's video, we will be giving you a glimpse of one of the most lavish winter White House that has definitely taken luxury to the next level. The estate, currently owned by the former president and rich businessman, President Donald Trump, is known for its aesthetic and extravagance. The gold decorations alone in the portion of a room is worth a jaw-dropping $7 million. This beach country club is something straight out of a book, considering the golden sinks, millions worth of chandeliers, and even centuries-old tapestries. This winter White House is now currently an ultra-exclusive club, mimicking European palaces located on 20 acres of lush waterfront property and stretches to the entire island where it's located. In addition to a reinforced concrete slab and foundation walls, Mar-a-lago was constructed atop a coral reef to protect it from high tides. Ceramic tiles of 16 inches in diameter are used to build walls. Digging deeper into its rich history, Mar-a-lago was a Palm Beach mansion in Florida built in 1927 by posthumous cereal company heiress Marjorie Merriweather Post, who used to be one of the richest women in America with a net worth of about $200 million, which is about $1.5 billion if converted in today's value considering the inflation. Long after her father's death, the mansion was established to perfectly depict her idea of true luxury. Post spent $7 million on the property alone, equivalent to $100 million currently. Some of its most attractive features that Post made sure to include are the 2,000 black and white marble floor blocks. She also had a collection of Spanish tiles of the 15th century and 20,000 roofing tiles that came from the Cuban castle. As if the aforementioned features were not enough to make the whole mansion classy, the living room ceiling is inspired by the Academia of Venice with gold leaves covering it all over. 3 boltlands of Doria stone from Genoa were imported, and it was utilized for the external wall facing. Several interiors, the arches, and the Barwig statues. The pavilion featured an orchestra stage, a movie screen, and a projection booth with all the necessary equipment. The tent room, which is utilized for eating, was created by enclosing the patio of the Monkey Loggia with glass in 1964. The main building's basement has now fallout shelters. The living room's enormous round arched central window is the focal point of the east facade. It is constructed from a single piece of plate glass, is framed by delicate wrought iron, and is mounted within a deep Doria stone surrounded with carved griffins and an acanthus leaf border. The spring line and keystone are defined by the projecting blocks. From the window, 3 layers of planters extend in concentric semicircles. It's no wonder this mansion screams artistic and fashionable, because it underwent thorough planning, conceptualizing every detail, and hiring well-known architects and designers. American architect Marion Sims Wyeth handled the design of the estate, while Viennese designer Joseph Urban, who worked a number of royal palaces in Europe, did the interior design. With Post's diverse and stylish taste for luxury, circus performers served as the light of the party during important events. She offered to donate her Palm Beach mansion to the US government to be used as the White Winter House. It was, however, returned 8 years later because according to the government, the $1 million maintenance was too costly. Thus, it was announced as a historic landmark instead. For a while, Donald Trump had his mind set on the mansion and made a considerable offer of around $28 million. But his bid was rejected because the property was a treasured piece of history. However, the market had a downturn and he was able to purchase it for $5 million in 1985, which is equivalent to $12 million now. This bid was definitely a jackpot for a businessman as this was 10 times lesser than the original price. Post's sumptuous aesthetic was preserved during the renovation, while he also incorporated his own touches, such as the gold-framed portrait of himself and $1 million on 4 gold-plated sinks. Chandeliers, tapestries from the 16th century, and distinctive oriental rugs were used to embellish the mansion's chamber. For all of Post's antique furnishings, he spent an additional $3 million, equal to $7.2 million today. After the renovations, the estate was made into a club estimated to be worth between $200 million to $300 million. The club currently has 128 rooms in total, 58 bedrooms, 33 bathrooms, grand dining that gives off the vibe of Rome's cheeky palace, and a 20,000 square foot ballroom. With gold leaf decorations worth around $7 million, the ballroom was perfect for special occasions, and Donald Trump's wedding with his wife Melania Trump is a perfect evidence. These rooms can be rented for events which would probably cost a fortune. To make it even fancier, there is a gift shop with Donald Trump souvenirs found and an expensive 1927 Steinway baby grand piano worth $70,000 to $150,000, which adds to the high-class atmosphere. So much for being rich, the former president even improvised a coat of arms owned by Joseph Edward Davis for his family and replaced it with the word Integritas with Trump. For access to the estate, club members used to pay a $100,000 initiation fee, $14,000 in annual dues not including taxes, and $2,000 in minimum annual food expenditures per guest. The cost of joining the club, however, increased to $200,000 following the presidential victory. Useful amenities include spa, beach club, private lounges, dining hall, and tennis court. One thing that might greatly spark your curiosity are the books. According to Trump's former butler and Mar-a-Lago's unofficial historian, Anthony Sinical, the library is filled with century-old books including rare first editions. So who knows what these books from centuries ago might contain, right? Definitely worth the interest. Due to all these, Trump was able to make $20 million ever since he was seated as the president. In 2016, he had a revenue of $15.6 million in the club, which went up to $25.2 million post-elections 2017 before dipping to $21.4 million in 2019. This mansion is his home, and he has a private wing of residence where his children grow. Now, you might know by now that US presidents receive protection even after stepping down, right? Well, he will be accompanied by a few Secret Service agents to his Mar-a-Lago, which is designated as his official residence. Trump billed the Secret Service for rooms at his club while he was president at a rate of almost $650 per night, per room. Currently, the mansion has an appropriate wing after making renovations and increasing up its security protections. What do you think? Do you wish to acquire a membership for thousands of dollars and experience this fantasy luxury? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to click that subscribe button and make sure to tune in for more videos like this. Again, this is Independent Luxury, where we give you a peek of the luxurious life you wish to live. See you next time!